Hi, fangirl. How are you? That's odd. I see your message before I see the number that you're in the stream. So right now I'm just refreshing the Oh, there you are. Going to do the dishes. Shannon's gonna do her dishes and she's gonna watch and thing here. So I just got to get the on the stream here. I'm just be right back. I have to shower. Okay. It's kind of weird. It's not showing up on my laptop. Oh, I know why. Because I have to click the live thing here. Then we'll see it. There we go. We go over here. So that was a good play stream tonight. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna let, because Carol was in the last one, wasn't she? Live. Share. Copy link. Yeah, it's nice seeing all the different guests coming on the thing. Like I went on a couple times ago. I'll go next time. If I was to go on tonight, what I would have talked about is when trades happen, at what level of player, if Patrick Alvin wants to trade, does he have to check with ownership at all? Because if I owned a team, if they were trading away a superstar, I'd want some say in it. Yeah, that'd be a good question. How much are these owners? How much hands-on are they? I guess it's depends on the team, I guess. So this golf course, as you can see, it's supposed to be Olympic View in Victoria, but Olympic View definitely does not have that grandstand. So it's, I guess it's based on it, like, because I played Olympic View years ago when we were in the Hudson's Bay Best Ball Golf Tournament.
Hello there and welcome to PGA Tour 2K23. My name's John, looking forward to this. Our round begins with a par 4. Now let's crush this drive.
But mind you, the first hole is similar to that, but I don't remember it being built up that much. Yeah, see, if it wasn't for Canucks After Dark on at 7, I was going to stream from maybe about
setting up here
6 to about 9, then go down and walk to Shannon's Lake. So we're going to try to get it on the green by changing the club. But if we do the hybrid one, I don't know, that might be too much club. I think we overshot it. Oh no, it wasn't a very good shot, but that's okay. That was a terrible shot. Rob, what are you doing?
Well, missed the green on that one, but I've already forgotten about it. Okay, third shot.
In the last 5 minutes of the Clay stream, I was watching on my phone from right where I'm sitting now. See, this is how I play in real life, what I'm doing here now.
Okay, nicely out of the rough there. Now, let us set our sights on the green.
Oh, no. Oh, we don't want the chip shot. Yeah, we want a normal shot, but we don't want that. So in that case, we want to do it about half. Oh, that's way too hard. Oh, no. It was a terrible start.
Whoops. And setting up now for your 5th shot. And where's this one go? Did it. Okay, this is your 6th shot.
Yeah, so it looks like me and Shannon are going to try to get to that game, but we're time because it's it's way cheaper, and we'll probably stay like right near the arena. I don't think I've ever started a hole this bad or around this bad ever.
Okay, best of luck with this one. 16-footer.
But this is how it would be if I was playing in real life.
Going towards that hole.
Finally got it in. Good shot.
Good job on that one.
If you want to get a hole-in-one on a regular course, try watching vids on this game and see what others do. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Sitting at 5 over par for the day.
Well, you didn't miss much,
number 2.
Servant Irvin. That was one of my worst holes ever. Yeah, good set of guests. Yeah, everyone had great points. Yeah, it's nice that Clay does that. Like, remember when you used to do the phone thing? Remember you'd phone someone?
Second shot here.
This method is way better because you get to see the person.
And this is your 3rd shot. Wouldn't that be nice to save?
You weren't around for the phone ones, no. It didn't happen very often. There was kind of an odd start to it. I think it was a Friday Night's Fan Girl. He tried it, and the first guest ever ended up being some young kid. Well, not too young. He's maybe 12 or 13, and all of a sudden you hear, "Get off the phone" or something, or "I gotta go," like. Right, so it was kind of a bit scary, like Clay talking to like a kid, like, even though it was like on a sports forum thing. So I think you might remember that, Fangirl?
5 over par for your round.
And the very first Zoom thing was sort of happened by accident when there was one night years ago. It must have been over almost 5 years ago. The regular
looks like this one's safe.
Stream wouldn't work on YouTube, so we got the idea of doing a Zoom thing, and it's way before we had memberships and stuff. And I just remember being on that one, and that's when Dexter was
230 yards or so.
One of the original people. 2 years is coming up. 2 years coming up. It seems like you've been around forever, though.
This one's heading left.
But me and Shannon were talking about the Royals and all that, and her family, her brothers met us at a game one time back in 2020, and we called it the Royal Visit simply because it was the Victoria Royals and her family was visiting us. And the significance about that game, it was on a Sunday afternoon game, and a couple of days later they shut down the season for the COVID.
That's a nice chip. Well done. All right, here we go. Give a tap and we'll head on to the next. And you are sitting at 4 over on the round.
Yeah, and it was in the kitchen, like, right? Yeah.
Teeing up on the 4th hole now.
Because I remember all the time I would joke with Clay, like, because he would read the message, I would say, who was that just walked in the fridge and got something from your fridge, like, where you left your fridge door open? Because you could see the kitchen, like.
This is looking decent, and then some.
I went to one of the last home games before the COVID shutdown.
Great job on that
Tyler
approach.
DeFoy, yeah.
This one's a 10-footer.
Oh, though they were in Arizona, okay. So they
Just
didn't play that game, obviously,
there.
right?
This one's for par.
Like I said before, when it happened, I never thought it would go that long, because they basically sat down from mid-February to August, didn't they?
That's what you wanted in there for par. Okay, currently sitting at 4 over. Here comes a par 4.
Is the 14-year-old in here? In this stream or Clay's stream? Must be Clay's stream, isn't it?
And just sheer terror coming off the club face there. Powerful drive.
Oh, and Russell's, yeah.
Here's our second shot on the 5th.
Why, Tyler McKnight, great stream, yeah. Yeah, sometimes you can tell right away how old a person is just by what they're saying in the stream, like. And Tyler, you were just on Clay's, right, in the open mic. That was you, correct? That was a good point you had there.
I'm liking that one. Nice chip. Moving on. And right now, you sit at 4 over par. This could be fun. We've got a par 3 on this one.
Yeah, 4 over par. It was kind of neat hearing line change in Clay's open mic, because he was saying he's at 1,800 hours out of the 3,000. That's where I am, about where I am. Yeah, it was a good topics, Tyler. It was a good job.
Nice approach. This is a super long putt. No two ways around it. Let's see how you do.
Yeah, tomorrow I might make a video on the setup in here and how I do it, like when I do the stream, man, like where I sit when Clay's on, like. It was kind of neat because when we started the Clay open mic night, I was at Shannon's. Well, I was at Shannon's for the After Dark.
Okay, here's a 24-footer.
Right? Then I walked home, like watching the stream on the phone, basically. Yeah, good, yeah. Yeah, it's good when people think about what they're going to say before they go on, which most people did tonight. I think everyone did, actually.
For the bogey. 5 over par currently. This hole's a par 4.
So you're watching on your phone now, I take it. If I ever did YouTube, it wouldn't be for monetization. It doesn't matter. It's just for fun. That's what I tried to do it for, is fun. Like, because once you get monetized and start taking memberships and people are paying like $5 a month, whatever, like then you feel obligated. Then it gets bigger and bigger. Then it almost feels like a job. Like,
Good stuff.
and once it becomes feeling like a
Here's our
job, then
second
it's
shot on
not.
the seventh.
It's not as fun. And you should seriously do something, fangirl, in a stream situation like this. Pick a topic like
Nicely
and
played. This would be nice. Could take it down to 4 over.
are you up to? We did the. Did you see the pasta one? Well, yeah, we did. We talked about that yesterday. So I might do one tomorrow, like
Birdie
of some
putt
kind.
drops, and I'm thankful because last hole with that bogey got me a little scared. And you're currently sitting at 4 over par, teeing up here on the 8th hole.
There was a weird situation when I was walking home from Shannon's. It was kind of like I don't know what to think. I was crossing the street, and I heard these two people behind me talking, and the one guy said to the other, "Oh, thank you so much for getting the offer me to get the pizza. I haven't eaten all day. I'm pretty hungry, right?" And he goes, "Oh, no problem, man." Right. So then when they caught up to me, the guy looks over
like
to me
about
and says,
150
"Oh,
yards to go.
are you hungry too? I don't mind buying you a pizza tonight too if you want." Right. And I said, "Oh, I'm totally fine, but thanks for asking." Like, I kind of thought that was kind of weird because like we weren't in the pizza place yet. We were
leaning a bit to the right.
like it was sort of like halfway across the street in the crosswalk. I could understand like if you're inside and somebody wants to do that, oh, I'll pay for his
Setting
too.
up here now for
But it
our
was just
third
kind of
shot.
gave me kind of weird feeling because the sad part thing, I was actually going to go in there and order a pizza, but I didn't want to get in an awkward situation. So we ended up making a hot dog in the air fryer when the clay stream was on the last three callers or last three guests.
Oh, no. All right, you've got about 6 feet here. Oh. And for the double. And let's take a peek at our scorecard after that one.
Yeah, like I
6
said
over
earlier,
par
this
on
is
the
supposed to be
round.
one of the courses in Victoria. The basic course might be similar, but
All right, put this one out
there's
in the
no way
fairway.
we have those big mountains in the background with the snow on it. Like, yeah, copyright things are pretty scary. Like,
Wow, powerful stuff, my friend. And this one's about 180 yards out.
like even if you've seen some of my dash cam videos, even with the radio on, it will record. It will say copyright.
Well, that'll do for now. 29 feet to go.
Like when I do the thrift store hunting or in the second-hand stores, like I don't like filming in any way to begin with because there's people around. But when I do, I gotta make sure if the radio's on there in a commercial, because I'll get a copyright warning.
Looking super.
And to share, well, that's exactly right. Like,
And you've got this left for par on this one. Nicely played. And currently sitting at 6 over. Okay, teeing up now.
I could just post my reactions, not to only sports but culture news, maybe unboxing as well. That's a good idea. Like that's how they all start. Like everyone started off small. There's one guy I watched from England, I think, or Europe, and he's called Techno Man, and how his started is he did an unboxing video just for fun of a toaster with a digital screen that he bought, like an unboxing, and it got like so many views he decided to do other things. And now what he does is he's really into old electronics, so he'll show us something that was popular like in the 80s or 70s. And I haven't watched him for a long time. There's a guy from England, and it's called his name is My Mate Vince.
All right, here we go.
And what he does is he'll buy stuff on eBay that says parts only for repair or status unknown, and he'll figure out how to fix it because he has so much knowledge about like resistors and capacitors and how things should be.
Good putt. And you are 6 over par at the moment. Let's see what we can do here on the 11th.
True, Irvin. Promise not a lot of sports stuff I can talk about. My first media was a cassette recorder in 1977 when I was 7 years old in Calgary. My dad got me like not really a ghetto blaster, but it was a radio, AM/FM radio, and it had a built-in cassette player. And I thought that was just so cool. You could record something off the radio.
This one's about 15
and I had that for years. Then my brother gave me an old record player that had 2 separate speakers. I thought that was great. That was for my 7th birthday in 1977. And my first album I got was, I don't know why I picked this one, was Peter Frampton, I'm in You. Right, then one of the coolest things I got from my sister in 1981 for Christmas or 1980. I'll show you. This is good.
All right, this one's for Bogey.
You're gonna like this one. No way. This is good. I don't know if it still works or not, but she gave me this. That's what I got in 1981 from my sister for Christmas. Right, like an AM/FM headphone radio thing, and that was just so cool. So Shannon, this is supposed to be the Olympic View golf course, but as you can probably see, maybe the holes are, but the backgrounds aren't, because we definitely don't have those big mountains in the background.
Here we go now on the 12th.
And somewhere I have the original calculator my aunt's son gave me for Christmas in 1981 or 80. Yeah, then the CD came out.
This one's about
I think I got my first CD player in 1988 or 89. And like I said before, the first CD I ever bought was, this will tell us, Richard Marx Repeat as Fender.
Going a bit long here. Well, it turns out you're just going to drop it on the green. Got a little ahead of myself there, but
Yeah, we haven't seen the whole course yet. That's true. And it's been so long since me and Bill played on this with the when we had the Best Babe Golf Tournament.
That's great. Birdie for you.
That's right, towards the 90s,
Sitting
yeah.
right at 6 over at the moment. All right.
So whenever the Richard Marks first offender CD came out, that's when I got it. Because I remember me and my friend Kirby went down to A&B Sound, and we looked at the top of the charts. He said, "This is a good one to get." Then he loaned me a bunch of CDs, so I built up my collection. And one of the ones he loaned me was Guns N' Roses' "Sweet Child of Mine" and the Motley Crue.
13th.
Maybe I'll start making videos in the spring, something when it's warmer. Yeah, your dad bought that. So cool. In 1978, when we moved here in '79, my dad bought a brand new Pontiac Sunbird from Empress Pontiac Buick on the from the showroom floor, and it was so cool. It had an 8-track in it, right? Wow. Then he traded it in '82 for a Volkswagen Rabbit 5-speed shift. And it had a cassette in it. Like, we thought, wow, gee, we're really catching up with the Joneses. I didn't notice until now, but welcome.
Our third shot.
Thanks for coming. Asking any questions for night. That's always been there. I could change that. I could come with a better word. Then in '88, when my mom and dad helped me buy my first car, which was a 1979 Mercury Bobcat, which is basically a Pinto station wagon, we went down to a store called Consumer Distributing, and we bought a cassette deck to put in it.
Nice putt. That's your 4th birdie of the day. And you're currently 5 over for the day. And your team.
Yeah, that's a good idea. You could do, or you could even do food reviews. Like when you eat out somewhere, you could say, "This is what I had today," and or you could do cooking videos. Yeah, they had a bit of a run. The first time I got one of those was in '92, I think it was. And I remember we were up in Kelowna, and it had the car adapter, and I put it in the wrong way, and it burned it out. But I was able to get it because I bought extended warranty. Yeah, I still got DVD and Blu-rays.
That's safe. This will take your score down to 4 over par if you sink this.
Well, I remember when the iPods came out. The first one I bought was out of Best Buy out in Langford by the Costco. It was an iRiver. It was made by the iRiver company, and I thought that was just so cool. I could put like 128 megabytes of music on.
Hole, isn't it? Okay, this one is for the par.
When I'm at a restaurant, it's typically with someone else's family. Yeah, the music's loud. That's right, yeah. That's right. It's hard to do that sometimes.
And with that, we will move on to the next. And you're currently sitting at 5
Yeah, 2 mini 20s, 3 for 30. And I remember when most places were selling singles, the 45s were $249 or $299. They had them like for $2, and I thought that was so cool. Like, that's the one thing I miss not having now. Like, because in those days, like I was just a young kid, I wasn't working, so it was like the allowance or birthday and Christmas money type thing. I remember several years ago I bought a Sony AM/FM portable radio, smaller than this remote here. Shannon says, I remember when I was younger, I lived in Edmonton. After my parents split up, my mom had a boyfriend and we had a van, red carpet leather. That's so cool, like a boogie van.
Oh, it's heading for the green here. That'll do for the approach. This could take you down to 4 over par.
This isn't too bad, 4 over par, considering how bad the first round was.
Towards the hole.
Or the first hole.
Look at you go.
Or shaggin' wagon, that's right, that's what it is. Boogie van is nicer sounder. I would lay down on the back in the bed and... Wow, that's so cool.
Looks like we've got a par 3 in front of us here. Maybe a member's bounce to the left.
I think I told you the story before.
That should do nicely.
Like in the summer of '84, I went up to Grand Forks to visit my brother and his wife at the time, and that van we traveled in. So this is 1984. It was a 1969 Fargo van, and that's the kind that had the engine in between the seats, right? Right. So I was actually sitting on the engine on the blanket, and he had the stereo of the cassette deck built up here, listening to like Van Halen and like Supertramp and all that stuff. Yeah, kind of like the vehicle Terry Foxer's Marathon of Hope, but it wouldn't have been. It wasn't a high top like the one I had. Well, maybe Shannon's when she was in has a high top, and that's like Emmy's van. Shannon. This one wasn't a high top. It was just like a regular height. And when they painted it with Tremclad, like. And the autocorrect always gets me, like, and I hate it when I'm doing that, like sending a text to someone or Facebook Messenger.
Looking good. Oh, it's always tough leaving them short. Okay, just a few more inches to go. Sitting at 5 over par for your round. Teeing it up on a par 4 for this one.
Oh wow, that's so cool. Like those things are worth so much money now. Like they were always expensive, but even to buy a 1981 now, to buy that van, that could be, if it's good shape, like 20,000. Oh, he had a van conversion, like a high top van.
Around 130 yards.
I've been in that van. Like they had it on display at the high school many years ago. It was a camper van, yeah.
Ooh, looking good, looking good.
Like I never drove the van. I was just in the back of it, like.
Okay, on the green safely. This would be nice. It could take you down to 4 over.
And after Terry Fox, there was another guy that actually ran across Canada, but his name was Steve Fonyo, right? The motorhome they used was much bigger.
All right, nice 3-footer to deal with. This putt's tracking. 5 over par currently. Let's see how you do here on the 18th.
I heard he didn't get much attention at first.
Well done. And from here, it's
For
looking
Steve
like about
Fonyo, yeah.
230 yards.
I do know when his run was all over, right, he sort of quickly fell out of the media hype, right? He quickly fell out of the media hype, and I think he even had some minor brushes with the law, Steve Fonyo did.
Setting up for our third shot.
And this is like the last hole at Olympic View.
Well, we're green bound here. And that's another green in regulation. This putt is measuring in at 11 feet.
Yeah, he has a statue down in Victoria too, by mile 0 too, in Victoria on Dallas Road.
Ah, just right by the hole.
And there was Rick Hansen too, the gentleman that went around the world in the wheelchair.
This is for par.
In the mid 80s, like.
And it went by so quick, just like that. Your round is over.
He did start on the East Cape. That's 100% correct.
5 over par for you. And that's that. I had a lot of fun.
That could be because I know he went to what is now called Terry Fox High School. Obviously, it had a different name when he went there. So I think they flew him back, like when he had to cut the run short. But that makes sense. I've heard that before. So I'll probably do one more round since I don't have to work tomorrow. Like that's guys, if you want to stay, you don't have to stay, of course. Like. Walk from North Vancouver to the Peony, that's pretty good. Is that in New Westminster or where is that one? I'm not sure if I've been to that one. I think when my niece was born, it was there. Oh, my courses. Remember, Fanger, you were talking the other day. I should make a course. I'm going to see if I have any in here that I have made over the years. Oh, what's this? Willie Meadows, let's play this. I haven't. Royal Columbia. This is good. So this is one I would have made years ago on this game when I first got it. Doesn't have a statue of... No, I don't think there's a statue. Oh, I can't say for sure. I don't think so. I do know if you go to the Bell Center in Montreal, there's statues of several players. I have a picture of them when we went there in 2012, I guess it was. Oh my gosh. No way. Because I remember there was a girl at the time that was on the trip with us when the high school kids, and she said her dad told her, when you guys get there, I want you to get a picture with your coaches in front of the Bell Center. So that's what we did. Then we walked over to the old Montreal Forum and did the same thing. But that kid would be 30 now.
Let's do this.
Okay, so this is the one I designed years ago. Yeah, we're still going for a cure. Like that's the sad part. Like this has been going on forever. Like, and they still can't find a cure.
Oh, we got a green coming here. Nice shot. That'll do. This one's a 21-footer. Looking really good. And what better way to start your round than starting it under par? I'm liking what you're throwing down here early on. And let's see what the second hole has in store for us.
So when's Evander Kane going to be traded? Is it going to be in the next couple of days, or like I think they'll do it before the Olympic break?
We'll take those all day. Nothing wrong with that. This is what our third shot's looking like.
No, I thought they were going to trade Evander Kane. I don't know if there's a statue at BC Place. There might be. Like, I've never been in BC Place ever. When it first opened up, I was in grade 6 that year, and we did a day trip over to Vancouver, and we saw Gastown, Capilano Suspension Bridge, and the Grouse Mountain Gondola.
That's gonna work.
Right, and one of the things we were supposed to have was a tour of BC Place. So we went to the
and if this drops,
area where we were supposed to go for the tour, but there was no one there, right? And of course, in the spring of '83, like nobody had cell phones,
nice work out there. That's your second birdie.
So we never did get our tour. That was the closest I ever came to going in.
Okay, and you're down to 2 under par now after that one. Good luck, par 3.
Oh, there is a statue. That's good to know. Yeah, I remember when that first opened up, it was quite something to see an event on.
Here we go. This one
on TV from BC Place. Like, this is a crazy course I made. Look at this. It's all green. It has 4 statues. Is Griffiths one of them?
Looking very nice.
Mark Messier is one, right?
Oh, what a long bomb. That was beauty. And yeah, I think we're
on the
gonna have
Muppets.
to have another look at that one.
Oh, I don't really know. Is Grover one of them, or is that Sesame Street? It's supposed to look like him in motion. These people that make these are really clever, eh? They are really talented.
Brought things down to 3 under after that one.
Or there's people that could sit, like, you know, when you go to
Got a par 5.
like if you go down the causeway in Victoria, there's people that like they'll draw you a portrait of yourself, right? Yeah, that's sad. I think everyone's known of someone that's died of cancer, like. Well, I know who you're referring to, Sue,
Yeah,
or Shannon.
We'll
I almost called you Sue.
and second shot here on the 4th.
I guess that's what they are, yeah. Look, I couldn't draw anything like that.
Nice.
And maybe you guys could.
This looks like about 120 yards to the pin.
Elmo, Big Bird, okay, yeah, those guys are cool. Remember Oscar the Grouch too, eh?
Looks like this one's heading for the green. Yep, that's out of the top shelf. Good work. 4 feet left. Looking good. And that drops.
There's a few
for your
people I
fourth
worked with when I worked at
birdie
the
of
Hudson's
day.
Bay that they died of cancer, like.
And after that hole, you're going down to 4 under par. Teeing
Yeah,
her
you
up
know where
now
the
on a
Terry
par
Fox
3 hole.
statue is here, eh, Shannon? We drive by it whenever we do the drive. One of these times we should actually stop there and walk up to it and get a picture, like.
That'll do.
I don't think I've ever watched the
27 feet out.
original Ninja Turtle movie. If I did, they were in the 90s, were they? If they were, I might have watched it with my nephews and nieces, or nephew.
Oh, come on, get in. That was amazing.
Because they used to watch a lot of those
Worth taking
movies.
another
I
look at.
remember watching Follow That Bird, one of the Sesame Street movies, when Big Bird gets kidnapped, like, and they painted him blue, didn't they? Or did Terry ever get the water? I don't think he ever did, but I don't know 100% for sure. Like,
brought your score down to 5 under par. We've got a par 3 in front of us on this one. If we can get a kick left, it'd be nice. I'm okay with that. Man, could have a birdie here.
but there's a few newer characters on the Sesame Street too, right? That weren't there, like when I was growing up in the 70s and 80s, like.
And as that drops in the hole, that's your 6th birdie today.
Does anyone remember the runner Stefano? Yeah, we were talking about him too, right? How he completed the run, right? Because I remember when he completed the run, I was down.
And teeing up now on the
I didn't
7th.
see him go in the water, but I saw him running down Douglas Street across from what is now the Bay Center.
We've got about 2:35.
Somewhere I have pictures of that probably on the slide. Who are some of your favorite? Oh, I don't know any of the turtles. Adam from Mythbusters has a video on his channel on YouTube where he helped make the Muppets. That's cool. The goal of Terry Fox was to dip his leg in the night and dip it into the Pacific after running across the country. I know they made a documentary on the whole run. Like, I don't know if I have it somewhere. Maybe I do. Like, I had so much stuff. Like, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere.
Chipping that on in there. That's your eagle. And we're going to fire up a replay after that one. And you're 8 under par currently.
I remember running from Town and Country uptown Walmart.
Okay, let's see what we can do.
That's cool, Shannon. That's a fair distance. And I remember people running down Pat Bay Highway in 1988 towards the ferries for the relay for the Calgary Olympics, the torch. And they did in other places too for the recent Vancouver Olympics. Like, because Turnbull, the coach at Lambrick for the track team, he was one of the runners for that. So somehow we met up with him and got our picture with the torch.
And your score is currently 9 under par. And the 9th hole is ready for us. Hopefully you're ready.
We had a broken ankle when you did it. Oh no. How did you find that out, Shannon? Must have been sore, eh?
And look at this. Just striped it off the tee.
But Adam is also great making costumes and stuff. I used to like watching the Mythbusters at nighttime. Like,
yards or so to go from here. Bunker coming up.
like, who paid for all that stuff, all those builds they did? I guess sponsors and stuff, or the money that show made through ads, I guess.
After all that, well done. Okay, if you sink this, it's 10 under par. Looking really good. And the putt drops, and you will finish your round with a birdie. Okay, we're all done here, and that is a 10 under par at the end of your round.
Well, actually, I think that actually made it pretty good. I thought this was 18 holes, but that's totally fine.
Hopefully we'll see you again real soon.
So I think what I'm going to do, because it is after 1, I think I'm going to call it a night. Oh, my sister, Michelle. Oh, that is so cool that she did that. Wow, that's good news. I know your dad was a great runner too in the early 80s. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it a night, guys. It's 1. Like, I'll try to do some more tomorrow. Then the upcoming we will do like a longer one. But Shannon, I could be. I think so. Or should I do more? Do you guys want me to do one more? Or no? Maybe we'll call it a Shannon. What do you think, Shannon? Well, I think I'll call it. I'll call it now. Like, I can do some more tomorrow. I'll just start earlier. If you're tired, then call it a night. Yeah. I think we're gonna call it a night. So thanks everyone for watching, because this all helps the watch hours. So thanks. We'll see you next time.